Been waiting. Fantastic. All right, live, live, live. We're going on the air. We're going live. We are. I think we're live. How's it going, everybody? Traveling with Bruce here. It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to the show. Sorry, just trying to adjust get the last of the camera angles here. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. Oh my goodness, it's Friday. Thank God for that. That's fantastic. September the 14th, 2018 is the day, today's date, and we're all watching Hurricane Florence and the weather systems down in Galveston now. We're hearing stories about the typhoon in the Philippines. We're hearing the hurricanes or the last of the tropical storms in the Atlantic now. All kinds of stuff going on, but hopefully the next few days things will just kind of calm down a little bit here. But I'm not so optimistic about our friends in North and South Carolina. I think, well, I know, having seen the maps, you've seen them on TV, Hurricane Florence, which is now Tropical Storm Florence, officially now at this moment, Tropical Storm Florence. This is going to dump rain for days over probably 6 or 7 states. They haven't even started talking about this yet. They've only hinted at it. They're talking South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee is going to get it, part of Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York State, Ohio, Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island, Maine, all the way up. This thing is curving. This is going to be like 4 days of torrential downpours in certain areas. There will be there are going to be flash flood warnings all over the northeast U.S. in the next 4 days that we haven't even talked about, even speculated about, because the show has been on TV now for 2 days, where the reporters are standing at the beach, getting blown around. They're at little docks, and the little boats are getting tossed around. And now you're seeing the rescues of people who didn't get out when they were supposed to get out. And this whole thing is playing out like it always plays out for hurricane coverage. But what hasn't been happening yet is these are going to be these terrible flash floods. And then there's that other little pesky thing that no one is mentioning. No one is mentioning this one because it isn't a pretty story. The story about how about the story we're going to hear? I'm betting on it. I'm just watch South and North Carolina. We're going to hear stories about farms inland that are allowed to store pig poo in vast berms. These are enclosed. They look from the air. They look like giant swimming pools, but you don't be swimming in this stuff. There are gigantic berms on some of these farms that where they grow pigs, and they put the poo in there, and they let it settle, and then they try to skim off the water, and then get the poo out and use it as I don't know what they use it for, but I'm telling you, folks, some of these farms are going to be inundated with 20 inches of rain. 15 inches, 10 inches, not over like a week, over like 1 or 2 days. This is going to be a deluge of water over the entire area that these farms are located in. And I am predicting certain farms, pig manure holding tanks are going to give. And we're going to have environmental nightmares for the neighbors, for the area, the counties. This is the unspoken little thing that no one is talking about because we're showing off the money shots right now on TV. These are the money shots. The beaches, the homes on stilts, the reporters getting blown around on a boat weir. These are the money shots. Easy money for the networks to make. I hate to sound so skeptical, but the environmental fallout has yet to be realized, and it's going to be ugly. Clean water is coming from the sky. That's not the problem. But the clean water is going to intermingle with the very lightly regulated farming community of North and South Carolina. And environmental disasters are coming. and there are going to be dozens of them. And the EPA, of course, is being run by friends of these big businesses, which are these farming operations, and they have been given carte blanche to do whatever they want. Because after all, you know, we can't overregulate these guys. That would be unfair. And well, I have a feeling we're going to run into some really ugly stuff. And I have no idea what the nightmares are like in coal country coming up, because this is going to coal country. The Appalachians, the mudslides are coming. There's going to be some serious stuff happening here. Like Doc Brown said in Back to the Future, when this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious. Yep, that's what you're going to see. And these are stories that are probably going to come out from the press that, of course, the president doesn't trust. I doubt Fox News will cover it, but hopefully everyone else will. And I'm just praying that it's not going to be as bad as I fear it's going to be. But this storm has 1 trillion gallons of water up there. It's going to come down, and it's coming down over a wide area. And we'll have to follow. Anyway, there you go. There's your happy thought of the day from Bruce here at Traveling with Bruce. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the, you know, for the other half, the other shoe to drop. This does not go. You don't get away with this kind of deluge over certain areas. And I'm not talking about 40 inches of rain like they're talking about up the coast. I'm talking about the 20 inches of rain, the 10 inches of rain, the 15 inches of rain that areas are just not used to getting in like 48 hours. This is going to wreak havoc. Creeks are going to overflow. Little rivers are going to become nightmares. We're going to see folks with YouTube videos in the next 2 weeks that you can't believe. Cars are going to be going down creeks, and people are going missing, and it's going to be bad. Livestock's going to be washed away. It will not be pretty. We'll have to see how it goes. All right. Other than that, I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. Here in Creston, 3 miles north of the Idaho border here in Canada, we have got mainly cloudy skies. We've had a lot of rain the last 3 days. I don't mind a drop of that stuff, because around here, we've been bone dry. The entire province of British Columbia that I live in is really getting hit with rain. Northern parts of BC are getting snow. Alberta is getting snow in Calgary and Edmonton. I find that hilarious. But it's moisture nonetheless, and it is moisture sadly and sorely needed. I am praying that Washington State is getting moisture. I'm hoping it's going down to Oregon, and then my friends in Northern California, I'm praying you get something. I have no idea how big this system will be out west, but it's not a hurricane, so you know, it's just regular storm systems. We're just hoping that shower activity is knocking off these fires, giving the firemen a break with higher humidity levels and moisture. So, crossing our fingers for that. The air here is clear as a bell. It's gorgeous, clean, breathing air outside. Absolutely beautiful. I can see my mountains around me. I can see the tops of the trees. I can see the trees on the tops of the mountains around me. That's how clear it is with the naked eye. So I'm very happy about that. If I have my binoculars on, I'll have some spectacular sights. So that's pretty good. We'll take that. Temperatures around here, 50, 55. If you've never been here before, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. We love generally to talk about cruise ship holidays. That's what we like to talk about, cruise ships and going on a cruise. And then we talk about weather systems that affect our cruises. But lately we've been talking about the whole enchilada, lots of stuff affecting cruises. And a number of ports are being affected by weather systems other than Florence. Quite interesting what's happening. I have uploaded 2 videos already today. One about the Florence, Hurricane Florence, which is about 1.5 minutes long. You can check that out. I'd love it if you'd share that video with people. And then I did a second video this morning about the Port of Galveston. The Port of Galveston came out with an announcement this morning, warning of flash floods for the Galveston area and the Port of Galveston itself. And this doesn't sound like a big deal, because after all, ports are where water is. So what if it rains at a shipping port? I mean, you know, people get wet. Well, no, not when you have flash floods. And some of you will recall who have been watching me for a little while, I did a little report a couple weeks ago about the flooding in Galveston. It was so bad that people were trying to get on the, I'm trying to remember the name of the ship. I believe it was the Carnival, Liberty? No, not Liberty, the Breeze. I think they were trying to get on the Breeze. I think it was a Sunday. I could be wrong. It's either the Freedom, the Breeze, or the Valor. It's one of the three. And there was so much rain in the Galveston area that the Port of Galveston was underwater down by the shipping area for those few blocks, those city blocks. they were under up to 3-4 feet of water. And people were literally carrying their suitcases on their heads, trudging through water to get to their cruise ship. These are the folks trying to get on the cruise ship. Now, there were people trying to get off the cruise ship to get out of town because their cruise is over. They have to get out. We're talking about a turnover of 2,500 people here. So 2,500 people getting off, 2,500 people trying to get on. And the buses that were supposed to take passengers to the ship from the parking areas couldn't get to the ship. The water was too deep. The bus lines were not allowed to go into 3-4 feet of water because they were worried about their engines getting flooded out. Now you got a bus with 50, 60 people on board, all that luggage, all soaked underneath the bus. The bus line wasn't going there. So they dropped people off about 3-4 blocks away from the cruise ship and said, have a nice day. Hope you make it to your cruise ship from here. And these folks were literally trudging on the sidewalks to try to get to the ship. The problem was when they got to an intersection, you had to get off the sidewalk, walk across the street, get back on the sidewalk on the other side. The problem was you're in 2 feet of water on the sidewalk, you're in 4 feet of water in the road, and then you're back in 2 feet of water again. And for a 25-year-old cruiser, not a problem if you've got young people going. But when you have retirees going for a leisurely 6-day vacation to Cozumel and other places in the Caribbean, these folks are in their 60s and their 70s. They're not prepared to, they didn't bring their gum boots with them and hip waders. They're all clothed out to be on a cruise, and they're supposed to walk through 4 feet of water. Are you kidding me? So we had the good folks, some of the real good folks of Galveston helping out, bringing out their pickup trucks. Some of these young guys had their pickup trucks that have lifters on them. They were picking up people and getting them in their trucks and driving them at 3, 4, 5 mile an hour down to the pier to get them onto the ship, and they'd go back and get another couple more, and it was a mess. The ship was late getting out of the port. If it's a one-off, it's no big deal, but it isn't a one-off. We have now got flash flood warnings where they're talking 2 to 4 to 5 feet of water by the port area again, and it's not from seawater that the problem is happening. It is rainwater. There is so much rain falling in and around the Galveston area and the coast of Texas, Corpus Christi and others. The water, the land is completely saturated. It can't absorb the water. It's just running off, and it runs to the lowest point. What is the lowest point in Galveston? The harbor, the port of Galveston. And so the water is being collected and is concentrating in towards Galveston and coming down to the port area where the ships are waiting for containers and for passengers. And these poor passengers are having to trudge through this mess. It's not a fun time. 4 cruise ships this weekend are expected to call on Galveston because it's their home port. We're talking about the Carnival Freedom on Saturday. That's tomorrow. We're talking about the Carnival Breeze on Sunday. We're talking about the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Seas on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're talking about the Carnival Valor for Monday. So there are 4 cruise ships, average, say, 2,500 a ship. That's 10,000 passengers got to get off. 10,000 passengers have to get on. And we're dealing with a flash flood situation in Galveston. It has nothing to do with Florence, has nothing to do with a typhoon in the Pacific. This is just another system that is causing all kinds of havoc in the southern U.S. So there you go. How the port will deal with it, how the cruise lines are dealing with it, I don't know. I don't know of a Greyhound bus where you lift it 3 feet up and then drive it through. We're talking about, and what is that word I'm looking for? Amphibious vehicles. We need amphibious vehicles that have 8-foot-high tires to start with, and the bottom of the vehicle is like 5 feet off the surface to start with, and then the passengers are in on top of that. Those are the kind of vehicles we now need in Galveston right now to get passengers off and to cruise ships to take cruises. This is not what anyone has bargained for. I know Galveston isn't ready for it. I know Carnival isn't ready for that. Royal Caribbean ain't ready for that. Houston, we got a problem. And Houston, by the way, is just over here within 30, 50 miles from Galveston. Guess what? There's Houston. And Houston has got rain, tons of rain. And last year they had Harvey to deal with. I'm not sure what the cruise lines are going to do. Are they going to disembark and embark passengers out of Houston instead of Galveston right now? I haven't heard any announcements. Nothing's been said. No one is saying a word. The passengers are on their own. The cruise ships are claiming that, hey, we're here like we're supposed to be. come on down. It's not our fault if you can't get on our ships. Well, I think a whole bunch of folks are going to cancel their cruises going forward if they feel that they're going to be abandoned by these cruise lines in 3 to 4 feet of water, standing water at the port. This is not good for business going forward. Not good for Galveston. It's not good for the cruise lines. It's not good for the hotels in the Galveston area. The sort of must-see sites in town aren't going to be happy either. They have got to come up with a solution. I don't know what the solution is. No rain. How do you make that happen? Not good. Anyway, there you go. A couple of updates here for you guys. Just to tell you what's going on. 45 people watching right now. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining in. If you're new, say hi to me. Type in that you're watching for the first time. Where are you watching me from? Would love to find that out. Tell us what's your temperature today. And by all means, thank you for coming by. My regulars have been typing in, saying hi to me already. I'm trying to get to them here in a minute. Thank you, everybody, for joining in on this channel. Just a couple of updates on the channel. I like to update my regulars. Excuse me. Yesterday, we were at 3,105 subscribers. Right now, 3,220. 115 new subscribers have joined this channel in the last 24 hours, an average of over 4 an hour, almost 5 an hour since yesterday. Thank you, all you newbies coming on board. We've added in the last 4.5, 5 days, 500 subscribers have come into this channel. That is a record amount of growth for this channel that it's never seen before. Thank you, everybody, for coming on board and your kind words. A lot of you have been very nice to me, saying kind things about the channel. A few of you are a little critical. It's okay. I don't mind criticism. Just keep it clean. I try to do the best I can with what little I have to update everybody. Some folks are happy about certain things I do in my channel. Some folks aren't. That's to be expected. But all in all, the channel is growing, and thank you, everybody, for coming on board and joining in on the videos. Those of you who have Facebook pages out there or follow people on Facebook, just so you know, I have a Facebook group page for Traveling with Bruce with 2 L's. Come on over, and between my live telecasts and my regular videos, a lot of my regulars hang out there, and we share photos of our favorite cruises we've been on, favorite cruise ships, interesting pictures from some of the ports of call we've been to, some of the holidays we've had, cruise holidays. I welcome all newbies to come on by and join the group page. Just come on over there and ask to join the group. I'm more than happy to let you in, and enjoy the postings that everyone is doing. I post on there all the time, and I welcome all of you to come on by. I love it. Thank you very much for coming by. Also, thanks to those of you who are supporting this channel in various ways to keep me on the air. This is, of course, my full-time job. This is all I do. Those of you who watch the commercials, thank you. That helps give me some money. YouTube pays me to do this. I am monetized on YouTube, although I was not for quite a while after the regurgitation of the channel, but I'm back on. Thank you for watching my ads. Thank you, those of you who are picking up any items on Amazon.com. I have a link down below in the description on most of my videos. There's an Amazon link. It's definitely on my homepage up top here. These little icons up here, this side or this side, I can't remember. If you go into the Amazon link that I have and buy something on Amazon in a 24-hour window, I get a finder's fee on anything you purchase. Thank you. A lot of my regulars know that, and they religiously do that every time they go to Amazon to buy anything. Thank you very much for that. Every couple of bucks that comes in from there also keeps me on the air. Then there are you folks out there who are buying Traveling with Bruce merchandise, like these T-shirts here with this logo on it, or they're buying coffee mugs or T-shirts with this kind of logo on it. This is my caffeine-free Diet Coke. Thank you, Coca-Cola, for making my favorite beverage, caffeine-free Diet Coke. If only you'd sponsor me, it would help me out greatly. Hint, hint, Coca-Cola, hint, hint. And then there are those of you who are making donations to this channel, either on this live telecast through Super Chat donations, which I thank each and every one of you for that. And then there are my super donation people, my real diehard backers of this channel, gold member viewers who are making donations to this channel through PayPal, through my donate button, which again is on my homepage. It's either here or here. I really love those donations. Why? Well, if I get a super chat donation on YouTube here, I get 70% of the proceeds. YouTube gets 30%. If you make a contribution to my PayPal donate button here or here, 94 to 96% of the funds land in my account, and it's instantaneous. Within minutes, it's there. I can use it any way I want. And I thank each and every one of you for that continued support. Some of you are frequent donators to this channel. Thank you for that. It really makes a difference. Helps to pay the internet fees and the telephone costs and the cable. And oh yeah, I get to go to groceries, Costco once in a while, buy some food. Thank you for all of that. All right, enough of the begging and enough of the fundraising and all that. Just want to say hi to everybody who's here. Any questions you have about cruising, let me know. I'll try to answer them for you on the spot. And we'll see what we can do here. Tom Henry is here. He was curious about Don's Family Travels. That's another YouTube channel out there. Don does a great job on his channel. He's on the he's on a Pacific cruise ship right now in the Atlantic, the Royal Princess, I think. And he said that they said that he was in Germany and his itinerary was changed due to Florence. And instead of going to Norway and Newfoundland en route to New York, they turned around and are headed south to Spain and Ponta Delgado. So they're heading to the Azores. They're dressed for cold. They said they're dressed for cold, and it's now 90 Fahrenheit in their next port. I hope Helene doesn't cause them more trouble. There was a hurricane called Helene, and it was tracking to North America from Africa, stopped and went north, and it's causing problems in the northern part of the Atlantic for cross-Atlantic travel. And perhaps this ship might have been headed that direction. They decided to move south, go to the port here, Ponta Delgado, which is Spanish territory, which is the Azores. And I guess they're going to hang out there for a day. And then they'll work their way to New York because those storms will be shifted to the north. They'll be out of the way, and they can take a straight shot to New York City. I'm supposing that's what's going on. Hurricanes, cruise ships do not tangle with hurricanes, tropical storms, if at all possible. They avoid them, and they'll rather take an extra day to get you where they got to get you. If they have to, if they take 3 days longer, it doesn't matter. As long as you're safe, the ship is safe, and it's a smooth ride, they will not tangle with hurricanes. Just remember that, those of you who are thinking of going on a cruise for the first time. Robert Brandt is saying, hi, Bruce, and everyone. 84, raining a little in St. Thomas. No ships in port today. Thanks, Robert, for popping in. I just saw a donation go through on PayPal, and I think it was Robert Brandt. Thank you again, sir, for that. Repeat offender. Helping keeping this guy on the air. Thank you so very much for that. I just saw that kind of flash by there. Tom Henry is saying, hi, Wendy. Robert Brandt was having a nice talk with Kay. Should be here any second. He's here. Robert, we're looking for Canoe. We're waiting for him to join us. Is one of his twin boys. Let's see here. Robert, I'm in my home office. They never know where I am, those kids. Here we go. Are you talking about me? Canoe is saying, crazy rich guys. He's here. Robert Grant, I'm sort of talking about you. Wendy Thompson is here. Hi, Robert, and everybody. Let's see here. Who else is here today? I just got to go through all these messages. A lot of folks are talking to each other. Kat Rose is here. Hi, Kat. Wendy Thompson, of course. Let's see here. Kat. Donna's here. Donna McKinnon. Hi, Donna. Hi, everybody. 84 in below Wisconsin today. Congrats, Bruce, on 3,219 subs. Hooray for that. Thank you so much. For that, you guys. I know a lot of you follow my exploits on a daily basis, and we were sitting at 2,700 subs for the longest time, and all of a sudden, boom, we're at 3,200. Away we go. Let's see. Brittany Lockwood is here. Hi, Bruce. It's 90 degrees. It feels like 100. Who else is here today? Just going to whip through these messages. A lot of folks are just talking to each other, which is great. Who else is here? Donna, Tom, Crazy Rich guys, Robert, Karen Lipson is here. Hi, everybody. Freezing here in Calgary. Light snow and 38 Fahrenheit. It's cold. Below freezing at night, and it's light snow. Unbelievable. We're here around 50 degrees, 55 degrees. Normal for here. Bit cooler than lately, but we're okay. Welcome, Karen Lipson. Who else is saying hello out there? Let me whip up through here. Crazy Rich guys, I brought you a new viewer. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for that. Tracy Dunlop is here. Hi, Bruce, and all. 92 in Naples, Florida today. No rain, but I'm hearing some thunder now, so probably we'll get a shower soon. That's kind of the afternoon normal over there. Robert Brandt, for the record, Florence was a Category 1. Irma and Maria was Category 5. Use your imagination for what the difference was for St. Thomas and Puerto Rico and St. Croix and Saint Martin. They got whacked with a Category 5 back-to-back, and our friends in South Carolina who are watching on TV right now with all the news coverage. They're standing. Those news guys are standing on the beach and they're standing on boat docks, showing us how windy it is. Cat 5, you're nowhere near the water, buddy. You're nowhere near out in the open like that. You're sheltered in a building with concrete pilings to hang on. So this hurricane is a nothing from a wind standpoint, but from a rain standpoint, the problem with this hurricane Florence, it's not moving. It's going at 3 miles an hour, and it's just going to dump rain. It's picking up rain off the ocean and dumping it onto shore, and this is the big problem they're going to have for several days going forward. All right, Tracy Dunlop saying hi to everybody. Michelle Lucas is here. Bruce, I like you as my weatherman. I really do. Well, thank you, Michelle. Kind of you to say. It's not what I'm trained for, but I'm doing the best I can with what little I have. Michelle saying, "Oh no, he's talking about poo. No more poo talk." AC Super Sport is here. How you doing, AC? Wendy Thompson saying hello. Who else is here? D&G Explorers. Hey, good afternoon, Bruce and TWB family. Welcome, you guys. Let's see who else is going here. Continue going through here. I'm really skipping past a lot of the small talk here today. I just don't have time to read it. Sylvan Forest, hi Bruce and all. 88 degrees Fahrenheit, muggy. Thumbs ups, everyone. The news is always just showing the money shot. Who has heard about the volcano on the Big Island? But why lately? The news moved on, and the volcano is still spewing lava. It's unbelievable. Yep, the TV stations have like an 8-second attention span because they know what we're about. They know how much time we'll pay attention to one thing, and they move on to the next big story. Right now, it's South Carolina. How long will they keep covering it? I don't know. We'll see what the disasters are like inland, because there are going to be disasters inland. Let's see here. Who else is here? D&G. Dan is here. How close are you to the coast? Dan is asking. I'm not sure who's asking that of. So I'll leave that alone. Richard C., you had some wonderful reports today. Well done, Bruce. Thank you, Richard C. Thank you for that. Debbie Manuel is here. Hi, Debbie, one of my favorites. Hi, Bruce and everyone. 76 here in Northern California, Chico. Only thoughts of storm on the East Coast today. Prayers for all those and already have loss of life. Apparently 2, I've heard, have perished. I thought it's 2. It's tragic. A tree crashed into a house, killed 2 people inside. It's terrible. Yeah, Richard C. is confirming what we're talking about earlier. That he's saying traveling. Don's family travels is on a transatlantic. The Royal has changed its path to avoid Canada. Yeah. Thank you for this little upgrade there, Richard. Thank you for telling it the way it really is. The ship did not avoid a hurricane. No, it's avoiding Canada because people are angry due to missing Ireland and Norway, and the ship is. Thanks, Richard C., for that one. Oh, man. Tom Henry, the Escape has disappeared from the Marine Tractor. They are lost in the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, dear, and we have a member on board. Oh, I don't think that's going to be a problem, but oh, man. I'm kind of curious to see whether or not the Grandeur of the Seas is going to make it to Baltimore on Sunday, as they claim they're going to do. It was in Port Canaveral, staying, dry, safe, in a beautiful place. All the passengers were given an extra 3-day holiday for no extra charge. It's supposed to be in Baltimore on Sunday. I don't know if that's going to happen, but then again, maybe it will. The ship is probably, if it's heading north, it's going to go way out and then come back in towards Baltimore. We'll see. Sylvan, Bruce, did you say snow up in Canada? So depressing. There is. Ed Tollison, New York. Hello, Bruce and all. Ed, how are you? Welcome from the Big Apple. I'm glad you're here. D&G saying hi. Who else is going on? Kat Rose is here. She says when it goes inland, that worries me the most. We'll have to see what's going on there. Wendy, duck boats. You need duck boats. AC Supersport, RIP, rest in peace, Galveston. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. Tom Henry was saying, I was thinking and hoping that Helene wouldn't give him trouble in the Atlantic, but it is. Yeah, we'll have to watch that closely. What else? Carla Miller is here. Hi, Bruce. My cruise is Sunday on the breeze out of Galveston. Here we go. I'm bringing heavy-duty garbage bags in case I have to roll my bags through the darn water. I'm getting on that ship. I'm getting on that ship. God bless you, Carla Miller. I love that spirit. You make that happen. You get on that ship for darn sure. I'm just hoping that there will be some form of transportation setup of some kind to get you through any of these spots. We'll find out. I hope you're receiving and will receive some kind of text messages from Carnival, or you can talk to your travel agent, or we'll hear something. I mean, I hear anything about it from Carnival, I'll let anyone know what's going on with the deal in Galveston, because the Breeze is Sunday, the Freedom is Saturday, and Valor on Monday. So, Carla, you got to get on that ship. That's all there's to it. There are some nice libations waiting for you and relaxation, I'm sure. Sylvan, Galveston, Carnival, and Royal Caribbean need swamp buggies. One of my friends who lives in the Everglades has one. It's a scary thing to ride once you climb the ladder. Wendy, Captain Ed by Costa Captain. I'm not sure what Wendy's saying here. Tom Henry, let's tender passengers to the ship anchored in the Gulf. There you go. Robert Brandt, thumbs up for Bruce. I got 25 so far. Thank you guys for thumbs ups. I appreciate that. If anyone can spare thumbs ups today, please pass them on. I'd love to hit, say, 60 thumbs ups in this telecast. That would be fantastic. Richard C., I live near Galveston. It is at sea level, always floods, located near the refineries. Wow. Donna, Carla Miller, bring you inflatable pool floats. AC, it's high 90s in Atlanta because of the hurricane. Unbelievable. Yep. Thumbs ups, everybody, he's saying as well. Thank you, AC. Carla Miller, Donna McKinnon. I know that's right. Tom Henry, has anyone's chat box changed lately? I couldn't get it to open as usual. When I did, it was a separate box I could drag to my lower monitor with Bruce full screen on the top monitor. I have no idea. Is anyone having issues with that? Brittany, Bruce, as long as you keep up what you are doing, your subscriber count will go up like there is no tomorrow. Thank you, Brittany, for your kind words. Richard, Bruce, they are saying this is a 1,000-year flooding going on. They can't do anything with the farms. What about cows, cow areas, or super fund sites? As they say, yeah, these are the environmental disaster sites. What if they get flooded out? I mean, I'm telling you, folks, there are issues here. I don't believe it's a 1 in a 1,000-year deal at all. I don't think so. I think this is the new normal. I hope I'm wrong. Believe me, I hope I'm wrong. But boy, are we seeing nasty weather lately. AC Supersport saying 20 thumbs up. I'm seeing 26. Way to go, you guys. Tracy, you regulars are happy with your channel, Bruce. Cat Rose, it is. Let's see. I'm not sure what's going on there. Robert's piggies are floating by. Okay, Gregory. Hey, it's Gregory from D&G just saying hi. D&G Explorers, another YouTube channel, always coming by to say hi to us. Hi, guys. Tom Henry, I had fun watching some old TWB vids today, or listening anyway while I was working. I listened to the very first 8 p.m. show, no trivia. That's right. That's right. I started going live January the 6th, 2018. January the 8th, I started setting a schedule, and I've been going ever since, 6 days a week, Monday to Friday at 5, Tuesdays, Thursdays at 8 o'clock, now with trivia, Saturdays at 2. Having fun, guys. Really enjoying it. All right. Jim Thomas is saying he's here from Anderson, California. Jim, how are you, buddy? 88 in Anderson. I had to laugh earlier today with your storm update. Commercial was 11 minutes. Your update was 1 minute, 36 seconds. Jim, you don't have to watch the whole commercial. Folks, all of you folks out there who are so kind watching my commercial, I think if you watch about 30 seconds or so, I get paid for it. And then you can stop the darn thing and watch my video. I think you got to hang in there for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, skip the darn commercial and watch my video. Because these 11-minute commercials for a 1 minute, 30-second video is ridiculous. I think I get a quarter of a cent for that darn guy. I don't think that's right. I think you should offer me $1. If somebody watches a whole commercial, I should get $1 for that, not a quarter of a darn penny. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, AC Supersport. What is the difference between the Seaside class and the Seaside Evo class? AC Supersport, I want to say the Evo class is LNG powered. That's my first hunch. The second one is there's some subtle changes with respect to the layout of the ship, but you know, Evo, I'm not sure what EVO actually stands for, other than environment, and I want to believe that the main reason is LNG powered versus not. That's my hunch. I'll look into that AC and get back to you later, but not on this show, maybe tomorrow. Let's see here. Tom Henry, Gregory, both twins, and I are here. How about that? Tom Henry, Crazy Rich Guys Travel. Did I see any comment about his smile? Hey, by the way, Robert, how did those roller skates work out for you? Those Segway roller skates you got in, are they okay? Did you fall down? Are you doing all right with those? kind of curious. Suzanne Hoffman is here. Hi, Suzanne. How you doing? Sylvan Forest, the Azores are Portuguese territory. They grow pineapples in greenhouses for Portugal. Sylvan, thank you for the correction. I'm obviously mixing up my islands now. I'm having trouble. Is it the Canary Islands now that these guys are going to for Princess? I don't know which is which. Forgive me, people. I do the best I can with what I know. Debbie is saying hi, Suzanne. Let's see here. Who else is here? Tom Henry, Gregory's talking. Robert Brandt's having a good time. Everyone's talking about the size of the twins, how tall they are. D&G Explorers, Robert Brandt, we have kept Tuesday open and hoping to meet you in St. Thomas. Fantastic. Sylvia is here from Greensboro, North Carolina. Breezy here all day. We will get more wind and a bunch of rain from Florence later this evening, Sylvia. I hope your daughter's with you, and I hope you're both safe, Sylvia. I'm glad you're here. Glad to hear from you. You obviously have power. You have internet, so all is well so far. Stay safe, my dear. Tom Henry, my cousin, we discussed yesterday in the Hilton Head area, has a son who is taller than that, 6'5" or 6'6". He's a real string bean, that guy. I guess so. D&G, I'm 5'7", a giant among hobbits. How about that? Let's see here. AC wants to get some specs on the Dream Cruises global class ship. Don't have that handy here right now. Wendy Thompson, next goal, 4,000 subs. You'll get there, Bruce. Let's hope so, folks. Wouldn't that be great? Robert Brandt, group cruise. Let's do a group cruise. Peter Heckema, Bruce, I think you skipped me in Orlando for a few days visiting the Mouse Hut. Congratulations on going 3,200 onward and upward. Thank you, Peter. If I missed your message earlier, I apologize. I was just going through to see who's here, trying to catch up with all these messages that are coming in like crazy. Thank you so much for your support. I love it. Kat Rose saying, be safe. Tom Henry, D&G Explorers. Let's hope Robert has recovered from my visit. Robert Brandt recovers fast. D&G, Tom, laughing out loud. Did you hear that? There's thunder outside my house. Kaboom! Someone's bowling up there. And that was the first flash of thunder I've had in a while around here. I don't know if you've picked that up or not. What else is going on? Lots of potential delays, but other than the ships I've talked about with regard to Baltimore, Charleston, and Galveston, no other delays. Charleston, of course, is dealing with the fact that the port is closed today. It is closed tomorrow. Supposed to open Sunday. And if it is open, the Carnival Ecstasy is supposed to move into Charleston to drop off passengers and pick up passengers for another Caribbean cruise. At the moment, as of today, the 14th of September, all is a go for Charleston, but with Florence moving at 3 miles an hour right now and dropping what it's dropping, I don't know how Charleston could possibly be open on Sunday for any ship traffic. It's only going to get worse there rather than better. It might mean that the Carnival Ecstasy may delay its return to Charleston by a day or two, or it will pick another port of call to disembark and embark, but that is a logistical nightmare. I don't think they can get set up in time. So we're going to have to wait and see what Carnival is doing. I know they're monitoring everything from their operations headquarters. They're monitoring everything happening in Galveston. They're monitoring what's happening, of course, in Charleston, what's going on in Baltimore or not going on in Baltimore and anywhere else. But this is going to be interesting to see how Florence interferes with things. Florence will not interfere with Miami. It will not interfere with Port Canaveral. Will not interfere with Fort Lauderdale. There will be no issues there. But over in the Gulf, this system, this rain system, if it now starts to impact Galveston and Houston and New Orleans, we may have issues with those three ports and ships from Carnival, from Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and anyone else that uses these ports. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So time will tell. Updates here. Sylvia saying, yes, Bruce, my daughter and her boyfriend are here in Greensboro. This is good news, Mom. I'm glad to hear for that. That is wonderful. Robert Brandt, is Thunder a stripper? No, not a stripper. A storm. We've got something brewing outside here. I can see some blue sky over here, but it's kind of dark over there. Yes, we have the isolated. Oh, Jennifer is saying that stripper. She said, that could have been my pole name, but from years back, I suppose, not now. These are, days gone by. Let's just leave it at that. What else is here? AC is laughing out loud. Debbie Manuel, stay safe, Sylvia. Tom Henry, Bruce's thunder is upsetting Penny. Sylvan Forest, MSC Evo class will feature environmentally friendly features such as a catalytic reduction system, active emissions control, exhaust gas cleaning, waste management. Sylvan, I knew I could count on you. That's fantastic, sir. A naval man there. That is great stuff. AC, when will they retire the Elation class ships? I don't like their design. Eventually, give it 5, 10 more years, they'll all be gone. Sylvan Forest and recycling systems, advanced water treatment systems, and an energy and heat recovery systems plus LED lighting in all areas. There you go, the Evo class. How about that? Wes Morrison, I don't know why Jacksonville, Florida could be utilized. Yeah, Wes, that's a good point. Jacksonville could become a cruise center, but so far it's not that popular these days. AC, Sylvan Force, thanks for the info. Tom Henry, Sylvan, are you an electrical engineer? Robert Brandt, funny, Jennifer, funny. Her old pole name. Right now, we've got rain happening outside my house. Big, heavy water drops coming down right now. I'm not sure if that's any hail or not, but that thunder gave me a little warning that water is coming here. It has nothing to do with Florence. It has nothing to do with the typhoon. It's just a bunch of systems we have in the Northwest. We're happy for this. We need rain and lots of it all over the place around here, and I'm hoping we get a bunch. So we'll see what happens. AC, I heard there is a roller coaster on Global class, and Sylvan saying, no, just a polar bear with a broken thumb and Google nearby. Way to go, Sylvan. Not even a broken thumb's going to stop you. Fantastic, buddy. I'm glad you're on it. Give everybody an idea what this Evo class is all about. All right, there you go. That is my report for the day. Is there anything else I need to talk about before I shut down the show? Tom Henry, I need some help of an electrical nature. From the future, just got off an 8-day cruise on Carnival Horizon. Oh, this could be interesting. Fantastic ship yesterday. We missed Puerto Rico to get ahead of the storm. The captain did a fantastic job. He got us back to New York at 2 a.m. Great trip. I know that the Horizon was down in Florida as Florence was heading towards South Carolina. This ship went straight north along the coast, ducked in ahead of Florence, and got back to New York on time to get everybody home, and that is fantastic news. I know the news for the Horizon lately hasn't been all that great. There was the medical evacuation at the beginning of this particular cruise in the Hudson River. The cruise before that, the ship, when it came into port, it hit the pier, caused damage. I mean, there's been issues with the Horizon, but right now all is good, and I'm glad this trip worked out for you from the future. I'm glad it worked out and you like the ship, because I'm hearing, generally speaking, really good things about it. Tina Holt is here. Hi, Bruce and all. Hi, Tina. How you doing? Tom Henry, maybe it was the other guy on the Facebook page. Crazy Rich guys, don't tick your tongue in the socket, Tom Henry. Don't stick your tongue in the socket. AC Supersport, I saw the Carnival Horizon in the webcams on New York Harbor. Tina, I'm going to Baltimore on the Pride this Sunday. All right. I hope it's going to be there for you, Tina, and I hope you have a good cruise. By the time you get out of there, it should be much calmer, and you should be all right, because there are no other systems in the Caribbean that I see going to be a bother to you. So, Tina, keep us posted on how your cruise is going with the Pride. Hopefully, everything will work out well. I hope you can just let us know as you're there. Even if you watch us live, that would be great too. But if you let us know after the cruise, that would be just fine too. Laughing out loud, Tom Henry at Crazy Rich Guys. Tom Henry, no accidents to this cruise on the Horizon. Not that I know. AC, did they find out why the Horizon crashed? No one talks about that kind of thing. Something tells me there'll be a report written, but it won't be released to the public. The D&G's Explorers are laughing. Crazy Rich Guys. From the future, all we got was fog. Horizon is getting a bad reputation. I hear you. It's had a bit of bad luck. A crew member died on the ship when it was down in Grand Turk. They had an engine problem when they were down in Amber Cove about a month ago. That got resolved over about a 24-hour period. There are all kinds of little things happening, including that unfortunate passing away of a crew member. And then it crashed into the pier in New York, and oh my gosh. But this cruise, it worked out. They got back to New York, all is well. I know the ship is getting ready to head to Miami now, to be based out of Miami for the foreseeable future. So that's coming up too. Wendy, well, I hope so. Tom Henry, stay safe. Tom Henry, thanks, Wendy. AC, couple more days till Horizon goes to Miami. There you go. Wendy Thompson, super secret Super secret for James Bond only, Wendy is saying. From the future, they are blaming the crash on the harbor pilot. Yep, that would make sense. He should have been in control, managing the whole affair. You have this the Hudson River, which has all kinds of quirky things going on because the tide coming and going affects the flow of the water, the flow from New York, the time of day, high tide, low tide, all this. It's just all kinds of things happening. The pilot should be on top of this sort of stuff. We'll see. We'll see if a report ever gets released or not. AC Supersport Mein Schiff 6 came to New York City. Weird. It's a German ship. Not weird. Actually, no, not weird. Mein Schiff goes everywhere. They offer cruises into Canada, offer cruises to Alaska, through the Panama Canal. They go all over. They service the German tourists, and they love the variety. They have the time. A lot of Germans get up to 6 weeks holiday a year standard, and to take a 2 or 3 week cruise on a Mein Schiff ship, no problemo. A lot of these folks have classifications on those ships where it's practically an all-inclusive deal for meals and drinks, and so they really enjoy themselves on Mein Schiff. If you've ever noticed, though, try to book a cruise on Mein Schiff. You can't find it on vacationstogo.com. You have to go through a travel agent, and you don't want to know how much it is. It's expensive to go on a Mein Schiff cruise compared to what we pay in North America. Very interesting. Tom Henry, he didn't know his right from his left, the pilot. He's thinking. AC Supersport's laughing. Robert Brandt, cheers to everybody. Tom Henry, party time with Robert Brandt from the future. But there is a new captain, laugh out loud. Interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on here. Let's see what we got here. We've got a little bit of an issue here with this individual. Won't be a problem around here anymore. I don't think so. Goodbye. Wendy Thompson, group cruise rum with Robert at 5 p.m. AC Supersport. Will TUI Cruises have a Mein Schiff 7? I've never seen it in New York. They might. They may well. But not every Mein Schiff will come to New York. I mean, not every, but once in a while, one does pop in there. Robert Brandt, that's right. Wendy Thompson, D&G. Don't forget to hit the like button and support Bruce Crazy Rich Guys, not just at 5 p.m., Wendy. Tom Henry, P.S. Robert Brandt, I have lost 10 pounds in the past week with my daily AM 45-minute treadmill. Gotta look good for the cruise. Tom Henry is working it out. Way to go, Tom, old boy. You're gonna rock my shirts. That's what you're gonna be doing. That's fantastic, sir. Wendy, you picked the rump. Wendy, but it is 5 p.m. somewhere, she's saying. Robert Brandt, good news, Tom Henry. AC Supersport, Royal Caribbean is going to have to compete with Dream Cruises with global class. So that'll be interesting. Of course, Royal Caribbean has so many ships, until Dream Cruises has enough ships to compete, it's not going to be much of an issue. But time will tell. Tracy, so are you saying you're Speedo ready, Tom? Tracy wants to know. Tom Henry, one of the tours has a 250-pound weight limit. I don't want to miss that. Tracy's laughing out loud. Tom Henry, no Speedo in this lifetime. Maybe the next lifetime, but not this lifetime. I'm all done with that. How about that? Yikes. That might be a bit much. How are we doing for thumbs ups? 28 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for 28. Only got 3 down. Probably one of the, I think the troll gave me a thumbs down. I had a troll here. Got rid of him before he got into any trouble with us here. Crazy Rich Guys, Speedos, Super Chat, AC Super Chat, AC Super Sport, NCL Bliss, no accidents. Good job, Bliss. Wendy Thompson wearing your free hugs shirt torn. Wearing your free hugs shirt, Tom. Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's. Okay, I got what you're saying. Didn't the Bliss have an issue though? They had a fire on board the Bliss when they were going through the Panama Canal. They've had a little thing, but nothing serious on the Bliss. The Bliss is doing all right. Wendy Thompson wearing Tom Henry, no shirt at all. No shirt at all. I'm just on the treadmill and working it. Way to go, Tom. 45 minutes a day. That's way to go. I can tell you right now, I'm not doing that. Right now here, by the way, there's rain over here and it's sunny over here. It's quirky, very quirky around here. We got a bit of a cell that came through here, and we had a bit of a lightning shot there. AC, what will the new hull art be for the Norwegian Joy? Frankly, I don't care. I'm not into hull art. It is just a personal opinion of mine. Don't be mad at me, folks. Hull art, what does that mean to me? For some people, maybe it's a big deal. To me, you're just painting a ship. But it's the style of NCL, isn't it? It's their style. I'm more interested in the money they're spending on the Joy, $50 million on a dry dock to get her ready for Seattle next April. I'm curious about how they're offering free airfare anywhere in North America to Seattle to take a cruise to Alaska next year. And I'm very curious to see what kind of offers they're going to make next fall, between now and next fall, I should say, for the Joy out of Los Angeles, because that ship is going in there without a lot of advance notice, and there's only so many bookings travel agents can make. We're talking 5,000 passengers a week going on the Joy out of LA next fall. 5,000 passengers a week. They will have Mexican cruises and then the odd Panama Canal cruise, which means the Joy will be in Miami. Going back to LA, there'll be deals out of Miami on Panama Canal cruises through the Joy. I expect there to be deals because these are brand new itineraries on a giant ship. Will be interesting to see what happens. Comments coming in here. AC something like the bliss. Tom Henry, I was hot from wearing a sweat vest all day under my dress shirt. From the future, NCL is giving free flights to Alaska or $1,000 sale on the Joy for certain classifications. Absolutely correct. Tom Henry at Supersport. What did you think of the Encore art? I asked if we could have a mulligan. AC, I love the hull art for NCL. I respect your opinion. Tom Henry, someone said it looks like they gave his child a crayon. AC, I think it's weird but cool. AC, something new. Tom Henry, Bliss, Escape, and Joy are all very nice. Why break up the set with an obnoxious paint job? AC, yeah, I guess. Well, like I say, a paint job's a paint job. It is what it is. Wendy Thompson, hull art better than get me to the big white ship in port. You say get me to the ship with whatever on it. I suppose, yeah. I kind of like having, killer whales on there and dolphins, and that's just me. Whatever it is. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as the price is right and the itinerary is right, I'm good to go. All right, there you have it. What do we got? 2:48, 5:48 Eastern time. Guys, I think I'm going to call it a show. I got to get back to work. Keep an eye on these hurricanes and these weather systems and see if I make some more videos for tomorrow. I'm on tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I hope you can pop by and see me. I'll have cruise news if there is cruise news, and I'll have trivia if there needs to be some trivia. We might be doing that tomorrow too. I always like to throw in some trivia on Saturdays. Love to have you come by and join me. AC, is it the final art because they were two choices for hull art for Getaway? It is the final art because there were two. Okay. From the future, Carnival could use some hull something. Tom Henry, Hastamania, Amanan. Thank you, Tom. Typo. Bye, all, Bruce and Jen. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for your thumbs ups. 30 so far for the day. Thank you for that. 48 of you are still here. Appreciate that. Robert Brandt, Bacardi. Thank you, Robert, for your donation today to my channel. Always appreciate that. Thank you all for all of you who are picking up Traveling with Bruce merchandise, making donations to this channel, watching the ads, going to Patreon, becoming a pledge person there. Thank you for all your support for this guy. I really do appreciate it. And again, 3,220 subscribers and counting. It's exciting. It's growing. I'm loving it. Let's see if we could keep it going and keep the channel growing out. That's what we want to do. I'm on tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. I hope you can join me then. Sunday is my day off, but something tells me I might be following storms and who knows what. So subscribe to my channel if you would like. There's a button there. There's a button over here. One of these two has a bell notification icon beside it. Hit that. You'll be notified every time I bring a new video out and post something on the channel. Debbie Manuel, great show. Bruce, stay safe. AC, 31 thumbs ups. I see 31. That's right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce Van. I'm enjoying my caffeine-free Diet Coke and loving your support. Have a good one, everybody. See you tomorrow at 2. Take care and see you later.